Hey everybody, and I'm Uncle Endor here, and welcome to another series summary of Once Upon a Time. This is just my expectations for Season 6. Um, Season 6, at the end of Season 5, we found out that not only is not only is Regina's evil queen half still alive, still around, but also that Mr. Hyde is in Storybrooke, and he brought with him a lot of people from the land of lost stories. Um, so we know those two are villains for this next season. But that still leaves the question, where does Jafar fit into all this? And what can we expect? Like, are we actually going to Agrabah? Are we going to see the place? Um, I assume that we will, as Rumpel made a deal with Mr. Hyde. He found out the secret without uh, to release Bell without without using his dark magic for good. No, without using light magic, because he has the power to use light magic. He has the power to use both light magic and dark magic. He just refuses to use light magic, even though I don't know why. It's just more power. He likes the power. Like, it's not the darkness that he likes, it's power that he craves. Not darkness, it's power he craves. So the light magic is just giving him more power. So it makes no sense why he wouldn't want to use it. So I don't know. Maybe the secret to releasing her is in Agrabah. Maybe that's where he's going. Maybe the others go with him to try to free Belle. I don't know. I don't really know what's going on there. But I do know that we have those three villains to work with. We have Mr. Hyde, we have the Evil Queen, and we have Jafar. The Evil Queen, I'm positive, is going to be a villain for. I'm positive that's going to be a villain for Snow White and Prince Charming to take care of. Mr. Hyde most likely will have to be done in by Regina and Rumpel. Which leaves Jafar to Emma and Hook. And Henry and Aladdin. But yeah, I think that it's going to end up being like that. Then of course here's the other thing. A character we have not seen in a very long time. Sydney, also known as the genie from Aladdin. I'm curious if he actually has history with Aladdin. Like, I would like to see him return because we have not seen him since, was it season 3 or season 4? It was season 4. We saw him in season 4, and then he just kind of disappeared after a while. Another character I would like to see is Charming's father, as he just disappeared after season 2. So We haven't seen him since season 2. He just kind of ran off after his uh, plan to turn the town against Red went south, which I still have no idea why he tried to do that, but whatever. So, yeah, I would like to see. I would like to see the genie interact with Aladdin and Jafar. What I'm curious what's going to happen um, between those three characters. I expect uh, I expect Hook to try to live life to the fullest. Now that he's come back from the dead, um, I expect Emma to really face a lot of the internal issues that she's had. Because every time things get tough and every time she's about to lose someone, that's when her walls go up. That's when her walls go up. And things have always been so crazy in Storybrooke that she's never really had time to really figure all of this stuff out, all of these internal problems, really figure them out. So she needs to figure that stuff out in this season. And it seems like it's going to happen because of Jafar. Jafar, it seems, beat Aladdin in this, thanks to the trailer we got. It seems like Aladdin beat Jafar, but then the people continued to ask more and more from Aladdin to the point where Aladdin broke down because it just became too much. Um, and ultimately, that led to Aladdin's defeat. Like, him being the savior is exactly what led to his defeat. Um, and what led to Jafar's once again rise to power. Um, so I think that so I think that it might have been similar. My guess is there's going to be a parallel between Aladdin and Emma. That Aladdin was also just like Emma, that he put up his walls whenever he was about to lose someone, whenever things were about to get horrible. He would put up his walls and wouldn't let anyone in. And I think that ultimately is what led to his downfall. So I think he's going to be kind of a mentor toward Emma to try to teach her to lower her walls and actually let people in. Let them know what she's thinking, let them know how she feels, let them help her have faith that they can take care of themselves, that she doesn't need to give everything to them, that she doesn't need to give them her all. I think that Aladdin is going to be that kind of mentor for her, um, because at this point that's kind of what she needs. She needs that so that she can actually start to live her life with Hook. Hopefully in the next arc we'll see them getting. Hopefully in the next arc after this we'll see them get engaged, or even married. Of course, I think that's a little fast for one arc, so probably engaged. It would be nice to see that. It would be nice to see them get engaged by the end of this arc, possibly, and then get married by the end of the next arc. That would be amazing. And if this is the final season, this would be an amazing way. That would be an amazing way to end off the series. Of course, once these three villains are defeated, I don't think that the Evil Queen is going to be defeated in this arc. I think that this is going to be similar to the Queens of Darkness arc. If we do see Charming's father again, he might end up teaming up with Mr. Hyde and Jafar. So we might end up getting like the Kings of Darkness. There. So that would be interesting. That would be very interesting. Another character that I would like to see, because we've seen Mulan and we've seen Mushu in human form. He's the dragon. I would like to see Shan Yu. I would like to see Shan Yu, the villain from Mulan. I would like to see him in this series. Maybe he's one of the people who came from the world of forgotten stories. Um, as Shan Yu has yet to be mentioned in the series, so it's possible that he was forgotten, that he's been forgotten, that he was trapped in that other world. That is very possible. Um, so like maybe have this arc be like the Kings of Darkness, um, and then have the next arc be fully about the Evil Queen. That would be so amazing. Like, it's the original villain for the series was the Evil Queen. It only makes sense that it ends with the Evil Queen. That is very poetic, a very fitting end to the series. That's assuming season 6 is the final season. Which, given all of the build-up, how the first 5 seasons were so tightly written together, you could almost swear that the first 5 seasons were planned. You could almost swear that everything up until this point was planned. Like, it's just been so tightly sewn together that, like, I'm not sure how long they could actually keep that going. 6 seasons, that seems like as much as they could do. Any more than that, and I don't think they'd be able to like have it as tightly sewn as they have it now. So I don't know. I think that this might be the final season. I hope it's not, but if it is, this season is looking to shape up to be an incredible season. Like, I am so excited for this. I am more hopeful for this season than I am for season 5. Because with the introduction of the world of forgotten stories, they now have the opportunity to bring in all these different characters that they had never previously had. So basically, all the characters that they've always wanted to show but never have before, this is the arc where they have the chance to show all of them. So this could be like one big hoorah for all the characters they've never shown before, and then the next arc could be how it all ends and how they all get back to the Enchanted Forest and stay there, or if they decide to stay here in the modern world or something. I don't know. I don't know what their plan is, but it looks like it's going to be great. So that's all I got. That's all I got for this. That's all I got for this. There's not really much I'm expecting from this, as I kind of learned my lesson from last time that you can't expect too much. You can't expect too much with each of these arcs, because if your expectations are too high, you're gonna get disappointed. So my expectations aren't that high, but there are some things I do want to see. So that's really all I got. I'm looking forward to this season. Are you? What kind of things do you think are going to happen this season? What do you want to have happen? Who are your favorite characters? Please let me know in the comment box below, and I will see you guys in the next video. Take care, everyone!